Welcome to Suncoast FYI. I'm your host, Nancy O'Neill, and today I'm joined by Dr. Clifford Smith from the city of Sarasota, Tim Yeager from Ringling College of Art and Design, and Robert Stoll from the Suncoast Concert Band, right here on Suncoast FYI. The city of Sarasota has long been a supporter of the arts, and the City Hall is no exception. Here with me now to talk about the Cultural Heritage exhibit on display at City Hall is Dr. Clifford Smith, a senior planner with the city. Doctor, welcome and thank you for being here today. Appreciate your time.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
So the exhibit that you have in City Hall now is, from what I've heard from you, is amazing. Can you tell our guests about how this came about, please?
Well, it really was happenstance. The commission and the city manager's office decided to spruce up City Hall. It's been a long time, and so they cleared all the old cases and everything off the walls, cleaned the walls, rehabbed them, and repainted them. And so Mary Davis, who does public art, and I happened to be walking through as they were painting, and we both looked and said, oh my God, there's a blank canvas. That just begs to be filled and tell the story of Sarasota. And you know, what makes Sarasota Sarasota is its unique cultural heritage. And you know, the people, what they did here, how Sarasota developed. And so one of those segments is circus. So we got in touch with the circus conservation, arts conservation people, and we got a hold of the Arts Association, arts advocates, and said, you know, we'd like to put on an exhibit and we'd like to partner with you because, you know, circus heritage is huge in the city of Sarasota. And the art colonies as Sarasota was developing, the 40s and 50s and 60s, was so integral to the culture of Sarasota. We'd like to bring that to the people of Sarasota and put on an exhibit. And so I went to my boss, Steve Culver, planning director, and I said, Steve, we need money.
Oh, I'm sure you were real hit with that one.
And we explained the idea and explained what we were looking to do, and he said, yeah, I got some money left over from this year's budget. We can do something.
That's great.
So we got the city manager to listen to our proposal, and he approved, which was huge. And so we put together this museum quality exhibit for everyone, so that when they come into City Hall, they see what makes Sarasota Sarasota.
What it was and what it continues to be.
Right? Exactly. And so you know, this is not static, and so there's many different facets to Sarasota's cultural heritage.
Sure. So going back to the exhibit itself, there's over 40 pieces you mentioned. Can you tell us about a couple of them? We only have a few minutes. I'm sure we don't have time for all of them, but we'd love to hear about a couple of them.
We have in the circus exhibit, you know, we have the main pieces, and we have black and white photographs. And one of that black and white photograph has an example, is of the human cannonball, mid-flight, after being shot out of the cannon.
And this is from the circus days.
And this is from the circus.
Wow.
And so what makes this particular photograph especially meaningful is that human cannonball is now a City of Sarasota employee. So there's not only a connection to the Sarasota, but a connection to City Hall and the City of Sarasota, where he's going to be there for this opening.
So you have so it hasn't opened yet.
We had the soft open, but we're going to have this opening here, which is going to be Thursday, the 26th at 5:30 at City Hall, and he'll be one of the people there to open this exhibit.
Okay, is this open to the public?
This is open to the public. We're hoping to get a great turnout, and thank you very much
sure you will.
for showcasing this on your show.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because what we're finding is, because it's already there, it's on the walls, and people are hearing about it and seeing it, and they're telling other people, and people are coming to the City Hall just to see the exhibit, which is amazing that we're getting that kind of turnout.
How rewarding for you and Miss Davis for all
I know,
of your hard
it's
work,
just
right?
amazing. And what I like is I was, one day I was just sitting on the fountain in the middle of City Hall because I was working on something. And I looked at this young fella, and he came in through the sliding doors, and when he came in, you know how they kind of march, and he was
on a
coming right
mission,
through that
right?
sliding door, and he got in and he kind of stopped dead in his tracks, and he spun 90 degrees with a look on his face, and he immediately took out his cell phone. I love the kids. They take out their cell phone, and he immediately started photographing everything. You know, so he was making a connection right there, and it was unexpected. He didn't come there for any, but it stopped him. And so that's what we like. We'd like to see that connection, that involvement.
Interaction. Yep. And how wonderful that young people are enjoying it, and they get to see what Sarasota was.
Right.
And what it's become now. It's quite different, right?
Exactly.
So people have to come and see this because it's going to be rotating, right? It's not a static exhibit.
The idea, and I'm sure you've gone to museums and other venues where they put up an exhibit and you come back 5 years later and that exhibit's still there.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, been there, done that. Okay. So our idea is a little bit different. We have two halves of this exhibit, circus and all the art colony, okay? In 6 months, one half's going to come down. The other half will remain, and a new exhibit will take its place.
Okay.
So as an example, we're looking at Sarasota School of Architecture. Like you look at the Blue Pagoda building, you look at the Garden Club. City Hall is the Sarasota School of Architecture, Jack West building. So we're going to have photographs of Sarasota School of Architecture, plans from Sarasota School of Architecture, all kinds of stuff, because it's unique to Sarasota.
Absolutely.
It started in Sarasota, and now it's world renowned.
Yep.
But it's
Isn't that amazing?
from Sarasota.
I know, and we're here to enjoy it.
And so
I'm going to ask you one more time before we close the opening again, Doctor.
okay, Thursday night,
Yep.
5:30
Okay.
to 7:30, but starting at 6 is going to be presentations. So you'll get 3 presentations.
One from the Human Cannonball.
The Human Cannonball will be there. He'll be speaking. We'll have a presentation on the circus.
Okay.
We'll have a presentation by Sarasota County History Center, because a lot of the photographs that we got, we were able to get from their archive. We
Okay.
got them electronically. We had Chris Kennelly of Inspired Arts Solution frame them and put them up in City Hall for us. So they'll be showing off theirs, and the Art Association will be doing a tour.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, you've got a lot going on, and we look forward to that. And thank you so much for being here today.
It's been a real pleasure.
Not
Thank you.
enough time, but everybody will just have to come see the exhibit, that's all.
Absolutely.
Okay. Coming up, Tim Yeager from the Ringling College of Art and Design, so please stay tuned. My next guest is a familiar face here on Suncoast FYI. Tim Yeager is the director and chief curator for the Ringling College of Art and Design, and he's here with me now to talk about the upcoming Ringling Art Walk. Well, this is our first one of the year, so welcome back and Happy New Year and all that.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
Yeah.
January 20th. First
Okay.
art walk of 2023.
Okay, we're going to hear all about it.
Yeah, typically January art walk is the biggest art walk of our academic year. So we've got a lot to feature and a lot to cover. 8 exhibitions, 2 food trucks, live music this time,
Excellent.
We have student demonstrations, which are going to be really exciting. So there's a lot of engagement for everybody who attends this particular art walk.
Will the students be outside working, or will they be in a particular gallery?
Yeah, well, both. So one of the 8 exhibitions that we're featuring is called Fuse, or Go Figure is the name of the exhibition. For those who don't know, Fuse is the Figure Enhancement Workshop Studio. And basically what that is where students go and they draw from the human form. That's either draped or undraped. They will be drawing from draped models at this particular art walk, which is really a neat thing. And also the community will be invited to draw as well. So we'll have easels with paper on them for the community to draw as well.
Will the students be guiding them along, or is this going to be kind of...
Oh, I'm sure they'll give some pointers, yeah.
guidance.
It's always fun because it really demystifies the artistic process. I find it kind of addicting to watch artists create.
Oh gosh, yes.
I mean, it's, you know. So that's a lot of fun, and the work will be for sale, which is going to benefit Fuse, which is neat. So students have to pay to participate in this program, but through the sale of the artwork, all of the proceeds will go to this particular student organization so that they don't have to pay any longer.
Awesome.
So exciting for that. In Made By, we have the 9th annual alumni exhibition.
Thank you.
Featuring Don McClarney's work and
Leoma
Lovegrove, excuse me.
Yeah.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
That's okay.
She lost her house in Hurricane Ian, and so her artwork reflects that experience. And so we're excited to welcome these prestigious alumni back to campus and to feature their artwork.
Yep. We have a lot more outstanding artists as well, but thank you for recognizing
Well, it's such a wonderful exhibition to view, and I think anybody who stops by Made By during the art walk is really going to be impressed.
So thank you.
Something to check out. On view in the Patricia Thompson Alumni Gallery, we have the work of 1972 graduate Lee Meyer. Beautiful landscape paintings from Canada. So right across the street is the Patricia Thompson Alumni Gallery, and we are featuring the exhibition of Lee Meyer, who graduated from Ringling in 1972. Interesting fact, she met her husband, Bill, at Ringling, and they graduated together. Then their son went to Ringling, and now their grandson is going to be enrolling in Ringling. So it's pretty cool.
Yes.
Anyway, she features absolutely gorgeous landscape paintings from both her home in Georgia and also Canada. So if you are a lover of landscapes, this is a great exhibition for you.
Now, will these be available for purchase?
Some of them are, yes.
Okay.
Yes. So then we walk out there. Let's skip all the way across campus and go over to the Richard and Barbara Bash Gallery. Now, this is one of our most popular exhibitions of the year. If you like glass sculptures, this is the one for you. The exhibition is called Circles and Spheres, featuring 36 different pieces in the exhibition by some of the most world-renowned glass artists. I can't go on to tell you how beautiful this exhibition is.
It's always spectacular.
It is wonderful. So if you are a glass lover, even if you're not a glass lover, you should come check this one out. It's a beautiful show, and something definitely you should check out during the art walk.
Okay.
So we'll go over to Stolberg Gallery. We've got some student exhibitions there. We also have student exhibitions in the Crosley Gallery as well, which is our fine art gallery. So the idea is, come, just join us. You might come for one thing and get exposed to 7 different other exhibitions that you didn't even know about. It's family friendly, open to the public, casual. Just come and have fun with us at Ringling College, because you're really going to enjoy this.
Okay, and free parking.
Free parking.
Yep.
There's downloadable maps. There'll be maps available in every single gallery.
Okay.
But if you want more information about the art walk and the gallery's program, simply visit ringlingcollege.gallery. And on our homepage right there is all the information that you need to know about how to attend this art walk.
All right. So that is Friday, January 20th.
Friday, January 20th from 5 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
Come one, come all. Rain or shine.
Awesome. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you so
always
much.
A pleasure.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Up next on Suncoast FYI, Robert Stoll from the Suncoast Concert Band. So don't go anywhere. A local tradition since 1932, the Suncoast Concert Band is in the midst of their 90th season. And joining us today on Suncoast FYI are Robert Stoll and Stan Solomons to discuss their ongoing season. Well, yes, you are a well-kept secret here in Sarasota. I know you mentioned before we came on that you seem to surprise a lot of people when you tell them you have a band that's been going on for many, many decades. But when it started, there were only 8 musicians.
That's correct.
Yes, and
Yes.
you've grown, and you have a name for yourself.
The band started in Acadia with 8 musicians.
Yeah.
They were the Trailer Park Band.
Trailer Park
And then
Band.
in January, they moved to Payne Park Auditorium in Sarasota. They changed their name to Sarasota Mobile Home Park Band,
Okay.
which we kept that name until just a few years ago, and then we changed our name to the Suncoast Concert Band.
I hope you keep that for a while. No wonder people can't find you. You keep changing your name. Anyways, yes, so take us through from the 30s through today.
Well, as I say, they started in 32 in
Yeah.
Arcadia. Then in 33, January of 33, I believe it was, they moved to Payne Park Auditorium,
Okay.
where they practiced and did performances for many, many years.
And it grew over the course
And
of
it
the years
grew-
from 8
we
people.
grew from 8 people to 40 people to 50 people, and a lot of retired professional musicians and music educators like Stan would come down, sell in Sarasota, and look for a group to play with.
Aw.
And including myself, that's how I got started with the band. I'm looking for a band to play with after I moved here.
Sure.
And Leo Lair, who was the conductor of the band for 46 years, called me up and asked me to come join the band. And I've been with the band ever since 2005.
Wonderful. And what do you play?
I play trombone.
Okay. And you're also the maestro.
Right, so I don't play trombone anymore in the band. I just conduct the concerts.
Okay. All right. And
I'm a
Stan?
clarinetist in the band.
Yes.
And I moved down from the New York area, and I was looking for a band to play with. I was a music educator and a professional musician, and it was a perfect fit. And I found the happiest place to play you can't imagine. It's just something to look forward to every time we go to a rehearsal or have a concert. We see the same audience come back year after year. And I think they really, really enjoy themselves.
Oh, I bet. And they probably don't want you to tell everybody because now there'll be too many people and they won't be able to get in. So right now, though, you said you have 62 people in
Yes.
your band?
Now that all the snowbirds are here, we have 62 people in the band, yes.
Okay. Do you play year-round or just seasonally?
Just November through April, because usually after that, about 1/3 of the band goes north for the summer.
Do you still practice? I'm just curious. Do you still practice when you're not performing?
No.
No, yes, and no.
Well, the band does not.
The band
Once
doesn't,
the
but you
band
keep
season
playing,
stops
right.
at the end of April,
Yeah.
they don't start again until October.
Okay.
Right.
All right. But you always practice. I mean,
Oh,
you-
individual.
Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. What do you play, Stan?
I play clarinet, sax, and flute.
Okay. So depending on the music that you're playing.
Depending on, I also freelance around town, and depending on what I'm playing.
Okay.
Yeah, but
All right.
I play with the Sarasota band, Suncoast band all the time.
Okay. Now, the difference between an orchestra and a band, because with 62 people, I mean, doesn't that constitute an orchestra?
It's very simple. Orchestra has strings: violins, viola, cello, bass. There are no strings,
strings.
in a concert band. Now, you might see a string bass, a double bass,
Yeah.
sometimes, because composers will write for it. But basically, there are no strings in a band. It's just woodwind, brass, and percussion.
Well, thank you for that. I didn't know that. So, Robert, I believe you have a concert coming up this weekend.
We have a concert coming up this weekend, January 15th, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon at Northminster Presbyterian Church.
And where is that located?
It's on 61st Street on the corner of University Parkway and Lockwood Ridge Road.
I know exactly where that is. Now, is it open to the public?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a charge?
Yes, there's a charge. It's $5 per
Wow.
concert. Best deal in town.
I guess you're going to be loaded out the door. I mean, they're not going to be, you're going to have standing room only.
We've had that in the past.
Yes.
Okay, so what time does the performance start?
Starts at 3 o'clock, and we should be over by 5 o'clock.
Okay, so people have time to enjoy music, go out to dinner, get home before it gets dark.
That's right.
As
Yes.
what
That's
we
it.
said before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Where can our viewers go to find out more? Because I know you perform every other week,
Yes.
right? Okay.
We do 2 concerts a month, every month from November through April. They can go to our website, suncoastconcertband.org, and find out information about the players, about our concerts, our location, etc. Or they can call our band phone number, 941-907-4123, and get information that way.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, before we close, any final words for our viewers?
Well, if I may,
Sure.
I think the thing that's so wonderful about this ensemble is that the musicians are made up of people from all different geographical areas in the country, varying backgrounds. We have people, medical people, we have people who are engineers, scientists, musicians, educators, and we all come together as one. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Thank you. Well, I look forward to going to one of your concerts.
And if I can say something else, the glue that holds this whole thing together, and he's very modest, he'll never tell you this, but it's Bob Stoll and Nancy Stoll, who's the business end of the operation. She's not
That's wonderful.
one of the performing musicians,
I've
but they
met
are
Nancy.
just so dedicated and wonderful to work with that I just can't say enough
Well,
about them.
thank you. I'm sure he feels the same way about you, or they feel the same way. Thank you for being here, and again, I look forward to hearing one of your concerts.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for having us.
Pleasure.
Thank you for having
Pleasure.
us. Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed the show today, and thank you for joining us on Suncoast FYI. If you would like to promote your nonprofit or community event, we would love to hear from you, and this is a complimentary service. Please call our producer, Adam Huntley, at 941-361-4645 or email fyi@snnTV.com. To view previous episodes, go to sntv.com and click on the What's On tab. I'm Nancy O'Neill, and we'll see you next week on Suncoast FYI.